How you doing? James Margie here at JTech, and we're going to go over how to do a quick cab inspection, quick cab hood inspection. It's one of those monthly, annual, semi-annual type requirements that the technician might do when you bring it in for a service. So it's one of those that's done on a regular basis. Most organizations are going to have some type of checklist to get down and dirty and specific on exactly what to check. But on overall, you're going to do the exterior and interior. So first, you're going to check any of the paneling, look for dents, scrapes, chipped glass, and any dents or flaring paint, chipped paint. There's a lot of that. The dents and the chipping paint. Any of the little thing can then reduce your fuel mileage. It already isn't that great to begin with, so you want as much aerodynamics as you can get. So you initially do a nice walk around, and then you come back and do start somewhere. We're going to start here at the driver's door, and we'll open the door. Obviously, you're going to want to check some of the other first things you're going to do. Is check for your data plate right here. So make sure you got your VIN number on it, your tire pressures, and some of the other year model. You got your manufacturer down here, or your serial number plate data, another data plate down here. This one here is your annual inspection, so see when the actual last annual inspection was done on it. In here, we're going to go and it's an air ride suspension, so we'll go and lower down the air. Come on, throw the seat down. There we go. See that right there was a stickiness, so that was kind of a problem. It's not really going up, so there's obviously not a lot of air in the tanks. Down here, you can see the on the step, this battery door, this latch doesn't seem to hold. So there's a bungee cord kind of holding it on. It's not latching itself very well. It's kind of flat. So that right there could be a problem. So you don't want to be driving down the road and having that door fly open. Be right up against the car or some safety barrier, and that would be a bad thing. So we'll kind of do some of the interior first. There's one thing here too. You want to make sure your handles are all good too. Getting in, checking again your fairings, looking at the mirrors. Oh, this one here does have a hole in the seat, some wear in the seat in the front. It's important, being the driver does sit in here, that he's comfortable, or she is comfortable. So as their seat wears, you want to start having the technicians look at the seats to either repair or replace the seat. So as you come on in, again, still no air pressure, so nice and low rider here. You're going to turn the key, and instead, just like most operators do, especially in your automobiles, you just turn the key and go right in through all the self-test spots. You don't really pay attention to a lot of the warnings until after it's already running. But it's a good idea to observe some of the gauges in your warning gauges as you actually turn it on. So here, the dash lights all illuminate. You get some of your warnings up on top. Obviously, the parking brake on, seatbelt light, the regen, saying that it does regen. Here we do have 2 warning lights right here for your low air pressure, and that's good, but all the rest of them do go off. We do still have the parking brake. We got the different meters, and you can then scroll through some of your other things on some of your other warnings and diagnostics and trip information, and gather some of that, miles and hours, and all that full information there. So now we'll turn it on and see if we can, for one, build up air pressure to see if it builds up, see how long it takes to build up, and then see if any of the other gauges go off on air pressures and oil pressures and temperatures. Now we got 2 warnings going, one for ABS and one for regen. Regen required right there, so it does require regeneration. And then there's another default down there. We can kind of scroll through. Look for the diagnostic faults, found one. It's for the ABS. So you can jot down the ABS, and it's for a pressure sensor on the ABS. So that right there helps you pinpoint somewhat down to the technician as they get the information later on. See the air pressure start to build, so we'll let it run here for a second. Next we can go do, look at all the other interior lights. So they're all functioning. We'll go to the other side and do the passenger. Now we'll turn on these lights, we'll turn on the hazards. We'll go and see if we'll go through the marker lights. Because those are extremely important for DOT inspections. We got one turn signal here. Turn signal, headlight, turn signal, fog lamp. Obviously, this fog lamp down, and it is loose. So that's definitely safe for sure. Go around. Mirrors. Notice the hood latch is damaged, so go ahead and get that replaced. Don't want your hood flopping around. This battery covered, that's good. not functioning, obviously, because it's not reverse. We got our hazards going. So I'm going to walk inside the cab, turn the hazards off. See, at that point, you find out if your marker lights are on for the rear, and then you'll put it in reverse, see if the audio warning comes on, if there is one, and see if the brake lights work. And the backup lights came on, I heard the beep, but obviously right now we don't have any marker lights. So that's something that should be a dual tone. Just like in your car you've got some tail lights, but this one doesn't have them. So that's something that definitely needs to be inspected. Check your catwalk, check your stairs, make sure they're all stuffed up nicely. At this point, we'll check our connector, see for any corrosion, make sure all the wires are good. Go pull your glad hands off, check for your rubber seals, make sure everything's secure, no air leaks in the hoses. Again, the glad seal, make sure it's good, the hoses are good. Springs in there, and they're holding on. Ladder's not falling off. Look at any damage in the back here on your springs, or your shock, and your rubber mounts. Make sure they're all secured. One thing is though, the dash lights don't turn on now, so they went on with the key. They don't turn on at the moment. I'm going to shut the vehicle off with the noise. So that's an issue obviously with the dash not working, and this switch that usually lightens and darkens them is not functioning properly. So that's something to look into. See if the air ride works now that we've got a little air. It certainly does go up. That is the right side. Forward, backward. Which is actually this seat function here. Function through. And then in here you're also going to want to check the back rest of the lights on the interior and exterior, or the interior and the cab and a sleeper. Look for any other signs of physical damage. Check if the heaters are working, all that good stuff. Checking obviously, like I said, the glass and all the mirrors. Looking for any damage on those. Make sure they're angled right and make sure they do move if need be. But you annotate all your information on your little checklist that the companies provide you. And that way that it can go to the service writer and off to the technician to get them to actually have the repairs to go. Then they can pull up exactly the fault code, exactly what pressure sensor, and find out that more information. But it is a good idea. It's a requirement to actually inspect it on a regular basis just to check your damage on your truck. So hopefully it kind of covered the basics for you. And if you got any more information, I'm sure it's on Google. So thank you very much.